So hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and today we're going to take a quick look at yet another Kuva weapon, and this time around it is going to be the almighty Kuva Hek. So first things first, the only way to get this weapon is by defeating a Kuva Lich that's wielding the Kuva Hek. And your Kuva Hek is gonna get a bonus element based on the progenitor Warframe, basically the Warframe that spawned the Lich by stabbing a larvling. The Kuva Hek is a Mastery Rank 15 primary shotgun that fires 7 pellets to begin with, and they all do 609 damage in total per shot. Most of this comes in the form of puncture, but it also does some slash and impact as well. Now the Kuva Hek also sports pretty solid 23% crit chance, a slightly above average 2.1 times crit multiplier, and very nice 13.3% status per projectile. And other than that, the fall off is pretty good. It starts at 15 meters and ends at 30. It has solid enough fire rate of 2.17, which doesn't feel too bad. It has a 4-round magazine and a reload time of 1.9 seconds. Oh yeah, and it also comes with 0.3 meters of innate punch through, which might not sound like a lot, but it actually is really good because it's enough to punch through things like the handheld Grineer shields. But that's not all, because the Kuva Hek has a bit of a unique mechanic to it, where if for whatever reason the primary fire doesn't quite have enough boom for you, you can press the secondary fire and fire all 4 barrels at once. And it does really fire all 4 barrels at once. If for example you only have 3 shells in the shotgun, pressing the secondary fire will first reload it and then you can press it again to fire it out. So you need to have at least 4 rounds in the mag. And finally, since this is a Kuva weapon, you get more capacity and you also extract more mastery from it as you put on more and more Forma up to a maximum of 5. So if you want to squeeze the absolute maximum out of this thing in terms of mod capacity, the mastery you get from it, and also unlock the ability to install a lens, you're gonna have to put on 5 Forma. But that is not entirely necessary because you can easily do a full build with just 2 Forma, which is what I did. I added 2 Vs and you're gonna be just fine. Though you can of course add more Forma and use galvanized mods to get even more damage. But anyway, for my build we have Prime Point Blank for damage, Hell's Chamber for multi-shot, Critical Deceleration, which just adds a ton of crit chance and the negative fire rate isn't all that noticeable. Then we have Primed Ravage for critical damage, Hunter Munition, so that 30% of the time when we crit we get a slash prog, which with 15.4 pellets with Hell's Chamber is pretty much every time, and since the weapon has really good base damage, those slash procs hurt a lot. Then I personally went with Chilling Reload to add to the viral damage, but to also bump down the reload a little bit because it felt a little bit too long when I was leveling it, and it also works really well with the secondary fire, which fires out your entire magazine, so you immediately have to reload. And then we top it off with Toxic Barrage and Frigid Blast for even more viral. And of course, if you have a primary arcane adapter and some primary arcanes, definitely put them on. Now the damage on this is ridiculously high, especially for a non-galvanized setup, and I actually had to bump the level of the enemies up to 150 because level 100 enemies were just way too squishy for this gun. The damage is also really well spread out. You have a ton of upfront damage which will one-shot even sortie 3 enemies, and for some really beefy enemies you have the slash damage from Hunter Munitions, which is damn near guaranteed with as many pellets as we're firing and with as high of a crit as we have. It also works well across all the factions because, well, slash just doesn't care, and we have high enough status to reliably proc viral as well. So it doesn't matter if you're fighting the Grineer, Infested, Corpus, or even the Corrupted or Sentient, you're gonna be just fine. The only time it tends to slow down is with the Corpus because of their shield gating. You really need to nail them on the head, but most of the time it's fine. Your upfront damage is gonna punch through their shields and break their shield gate, and then the subsequent slash proc will usually take them down. Sometimes you will need to fire a second shot though. This thing is a beast, and it feels really good to use as well. The only downside here is that it can't run Scattered Justice, which is a Hek exclusive augment that adds a ton of multi-shot. And I suppose it could do primarily slash damage, but that would be asking for a little bit too much because this thing is already an absolute monstrosity of a shotgun. It looks cool, it sounds cool, it has a nice and snappy kick to it, and it does a ton of damage. Like, what more do you really need? It is also straight up the best Hek. It is far better than the standard Hek, and it's even better than the Vacor Hek. So if you enjoyed the Hek or the Vacor Hek, or if you just want a good shotgun that feels awesome to use, definitely pick up the Kuva Hek. It is awesome. It actually exceeded my expectations, which were pretty high because I already liked the Hek and the Vacor Hek. So this weapon gets a definite thumbs up from me, and that's pretty much it for the video. So I thank you very much for watching as always, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it and found it helpful, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.